Hey, you guys, Kenesha Morrison here. We have another Sister Soul Tips from the top. I am so excited tonight that we have the beautiful Crystal. This lady is a powerhouse. I was lucky enough to be able to spend a little bit of long time with her at the last cruise, and she was just one of those ones that when she walked into the room, her smile was so bright, it was just contagious. You just had to smile when you saw her smile. Her and her lesbian husband, I thought, was just the cutest little couple that I had seen on the cruise. And I was just so grateful to be able to connect with her and get to know her on a personal level. Thank you so much, Crystal, for agreeing to do this with me tonight. I am so excited to interview you.
Yay, I am excited as well.
Okay, I'm going to jump right in because I know you just got off of work, and that's going to be one of my questions that I didn't put on your list. But tell us a little bit about you. Who is Crystal? How many kids? How long you been married? What do you do?
My name is Crystal Garrett Evans, and I am a Green Elite Status Presenter with Unique. I originally started in the healthcare field, so I have been in healthcare now for 22 years. I am currently a CAT scan tech. I've been in radiology imaging in the hospital for 22 years, and right now I'm a CAT scan tech, and I've been a CAT scan tech now for about 16 years. I have 3 children, and my kids are like, I have every spectrum of young adult to teen to elementary school. So my daughter's 22, my son is 16, and then I have a 6-year-old. So I'm just like all over the place with the kids. And then, of course, you know, I've been married now for the last, we've been together for 22 years, and I've been married for 19 years this year.
All right. I love that. So what drew you to Unique? What made Unique it for you?
Well, what made Unique it for me, like I was just like going on my merry way about life. I was with another network marketing company, and I was doing an event, and I saw the mascara. And I was tired of wearing fake lashes. My daughter, like I said, she's a young adult, and you know, of course, they're all into makeup and you know, lashes and all this stuff. So I met one of the girls there, and she told me about the product. So you know, I was like, I have to get it. And one of my Facebook friends was actually a presenter. I met her down the street from my house at Panera Bread. I was like, girl, I have to try this mascara. She told me about the opportunity. I went home. I told my daughter, I was like, oh, I don't have to borrow your makeup anymore. You don't have to put fake lashes on me anymore. I don't have to lay there for an hour and get extensions. And so my daughter was like, I think I want to join. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, you never want to do anything. And she was like, I do. I love makeup. So she joined the business. I joined the business with her, and we kind of just like took it over by storm. And then I kind of dominated the whole business part of Unique with both of us.
Okay. I love it. So I love what you just said. You were offered the opportunity because you were looking for a better way.
Right.
And that's the main thing that I've noticed, that we especially African American women, we're not very open-minded when it comes to when opportunities come our way.
Right.
And that's going to lead into my next question for you. How did you know, after going to convention, now you've been on the cruise, you've interacted with Derek and Melanie, even though we are 3 years old, people expect us to be like a 20-year-old caliber. When you hear we're 3, what do you think? Like, where do you think this is going? Where are we at now? And how do you think you're going to benefit from it?
Well, the thing for me, like Unique was so amazing because, like I said, I'm in healthcare, and last year, you know, it was like an aha moment for me. I had the pleasure of going to convention. I had the pleasure of going on the cruise. I had the pleasure of going to Unify, like back to back to back, like all these things. And I realized, I'm like, okay, we're a 3-year-old company. No other companies are doing the type of things we're doing. I have never, and I've done network marketing for quite some years, I have never met any company that has actually gotten a whole cruise ship for their distributors, presenters, whatever it is you want to call them, and just like took care of them like they were family. And that was the thing that struck myself and my husband. He was just like, before he was kind of like, yeah, she's doing something again. And then after he saw like how amazing this was and how much Melanie and Derek like really are like centered around family. He was just like so impressed, and we both were very impressed. And my healthcare business, my healthcare career, they stopped my pay last year. Like, so I'm like frozen on my pay. So once I got to a certain level, you know, I'm 20 years in the, you know, in healthcare. Once I got to a certain level, they kind of froze my pay. So I told my husband, I'm like, is this it? Like, they're telling me like, this is only amount of money that I can make. And so when I realized, I had that aha moment, you know, that Younique was it. You know, this is it. Like, I don't have a limit on how much money I can make. Nobody tells me that I have to stop at an hourly rate or a salary, and that's it. With this, it's just like limitless. Like, you can do anything you want with it. And so I was so excited about that. And that's when I really realized, like, that really made me mad that they stopped my pay. So I was like, oh, I'm going full force with Younique. I'm going to make as much money as I want. And I don't want to be like in a box.
I love it. I love it. So you are a leader in this company. You are Green Status Elite. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a huge deal. You are a mom, you are a wife, you are a employee, and you are building a business. How do you balance this all? What do you do?
It's hard to balance. So, like, this is what we do. My husband, like I said, before he was kind of like, okay, you know, I see she's doing something now, but now he helps me more. So when I'm like, at first, when I first started talking to him, he would be like, okay, who's Kanisha? And I would be like, you know, she's the Black Status. And he's like, okay, so now if I say, who's Kanisha, we're doing, you know, different type of team building things. He's like, okay, I know who that is. So he'll get on the calls. He'll help me to kind of balance things out. Like if I'm on the phone or if I send him a message and say, hey, what should I say to this person? We kind of bounce off each other. So that helps a lot, because if you don't know, we are always on our phone as Younique presenters. And sometimes that can get to be a lot with like the kids. They're like, you're always on your phone, or your husband's like, you're always on your phone. You just have to let them know, like, okay, I'm sharing like this amazing opportunity with people. It's hard to balance. You have to make sure that your family is involved with it, your husband, your kids. When I do events, my 16-year-old, he's like, Mom, how did your event go? Did you make some money? You know, because then he's going to go raid my purse to get some Lash cash, right? So I think that having your family on board and just like really explaining to them like the importance of it. I treat my Younique business, as hard as I worked on my career to be a CAT scan tech, I work on my Younique business just as hard. So that was like really, really important. And I think that my family sees that. So once they saw that, everybody was like all hands on deck, and everybody kind of understood like, okay, mommy has to be on her phone on these particular days. It may be a little longer. She has to send out messages. So that's how you have to try to balance your family life with the kids, with your husband, and with your job.
Love it. So what are some income producing activity things that you do?
So I started off doing a lot of events. I would do events like I would go to like maybe Southwest Airlines for their employees where they have employee appreciation days, or I would go to different places to try to get so that I would know people, kind of like how different companies, they'll have like employee appreciation day. I would call like different companies, or I would call sometimes the makeup schools, like if they have a cosmetology school, I would call there and say, hey, can I do a presentation? You know, just so that they know that the makeup can be incorporated, you know, hair, makeup, they're incorporable. You know, you can incorporate that into your hair, into your cosmetology business. And those were some of the income producing activities I did to get presenters on my team when I first started in the business. And also I just, I stayed on Facebook. I would send messages to people, and I would send out a simple message. Hey, you look, I would use the 3 C's, of course. That's crazy, compliment, confident. I would say, hey, your profile picture looks so pretty. I would look for girls that, you know, had makeup on, or if they had eyelashes on, even if I knew they were extensions, I would send them a message. Hey, your picture looks so pretty. Are you wearing mascara or are you wearing lashes? And that's all I would ask them. And they would, you know, answer me back. So then I would know like what category they fall in. And then I would say, hey, you know, I just found out about this amazing mascara. Would you like to see more about it? And then they would say yes or no. And I would send them a picture of my one eye done or either my daughter's one eye done. And they would say, oh my, I would be like, this is just mascara. And they would be like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And they would want to know more information about it. And I try to keep it really simple because I always say to my team, this makeup is so simple. Like, we've been wearing makeup since we were 12 years old, doing Bonnie Bell, you know, with the lip gloss and, you know, just putting on little bitty things since we were 12 years old. And I'm like, it's just makeup. We don't have to make it complicated. So that's what I've been telling my girls. Keep it simple. One line. Do you wear mascara or lashes? And that was it. And girls responded to it really well.
I love it. I love it. That's it. This is a simple business. We do simple steps every single day to reach our ultimate goal. The problem is most of us don't do those simple steps every day. We fall off and get in our sideway. So I love that. Right.
So I've always told my girls, I know I need to up my game because you and I talked and you said that you talk to 60, at least 60, you send out 60 messages. I was telling them 20. So I was just like, okay, we have to really do more. But yeah, I was trying to send out at least on the minimum 20 messages a day. And I would break it up, you know, I would do like maybe 10 in the morning and do like 5 mid-afternoon and then do 5 before I went to bed, just to kind of break it up so I wouldn't be, you know, constantly on my phone, like I said. And I set reminders in my phone. You know, at 12 o'clock, you should be doing follow-ups. At 2 o'clock, you should be messaging 20 people. You know, at 3 o'clock, you may need to stop and meditate. And I would set those reminders in my phone just so I kind of knew to keep me on track. Because everybody knows you can get caught in Facebook land. You know, you get distracted. So I wanted to stay focused. So I would set those little reminders in my phone with little pictures to say, okay, Crystal, these are the things you need to be doing to stay consistent.
Well, I think too, you just said a great point. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I'm glad that you said a little bit of your script. That's awesome. So where do you see Younique 5 years from now?
Younique is an amazing company. And it's so ironic to me that a lot of people don't know about Younique. And, you know, you have, like you said, we're just, we're a 3-year-old company and we've done so many amazing things. So in 5 years, I want to be here. I want to be a Black status presenter. I want to take my team with me. My team is my everything. And I'm just really excited about the new makeup that we have, the cosmetics, like everything is so beautiful. And I love, love, love. My husband always tells me, Crystal, you want to save the world. So when I share like the makeup, I'm just like so happy with it. Like, so great. Like, this is how you can look. You don't have to wear one thing all the time. You can try our makeup. It looks absolutely amazing. Look at these pictures of these girls. Look how beautiful they look. And I love helping people like that. So I just, in the next 5 years, I want to help as many women as possible to look beautiful, feel beautiful, get that self-confidence. Because a lot of times I'll message people and they'll say, I don't wear makeup. And I don't think that they're really saying they don't wear makeup. They just don't think that they can do it. So a little eyeliner, a little lip gloss will help you out tremendously, you know, just to build your self-confidence. And it's not that they don't want to do it. It's sometimes they don't know how or to pick the colors. So it is our obligation to like share those things with them because you absolutely know that, you know, a little lip gloss will make you shine, right?
Yes. I love it. So now we're going to go backwards. Okay. What are some things that you would have done differently when you first signed up?
When I first signed up, you know, like I said, I was working with my daughter. And I think that if I had signed up, I would have just like hit it hard. Like I would have been like ignorance on fire. Like I would have been talking to everybody. I would have been talking to more people. I was hitting ranks, like I hit a double rank in 1 month, and then I was like, okay. And I think I didn't take it as serious as I should have. And I think that if I could do it all over again, I would have just like taken it so serious and just like hit it extremely hard. Like I would have given it my all 100%. But you know, like I said, it was just makeup. So I was just like, oh, it's just makeup, you know? And I didn't really realize how phenomenal the company was. Like I just knew we had amazing mascara. And then we started coming out with all these other things. And I'm like, oh, we're growing, we're growing. And I think that I would have just gone a little bit faster, a little bit harder, a little bit everything, you know?
So brag about your team. What's your team name and why would someone want to join your team?
My team is Naturally 3D Beauties. Hey, everybody. I love my team. We have an amazing sisterhood. Just the other week, we did do like just to kind of see how a presenter's life, a life of a presenter. We did do that, and it was absolutely amazing. And a lot of the girls that were in there, I'm like, so how do you like the group? How do you like the girls? They're like, those women in there, they are so amazing. They're so supportive. I love being around a sisterhood. Like, it's no drama. You know how you say, you have people that say, oh, it's a whole bunch of women. It's going to be a whole lot of drama. We don't have any drama. Like, everybody is social media minded. Everybody wants their business to grow. We all support each other. It doesn't matter like which exact team you're on, but the whole thing of it is we all want to see each other succeed. And it's not any cattiness going on. It's not any negativity in our groups. When we talk to each other, it is genuinely out of concern and out of love. And we all want to see each other go to the top. Because, this is the thing I tell my team, it's no fun if your homies can't have none. Like, seriously, you want your team to excel with you as well. You don't want to just be there all by your lonesome and your team is there. So I encourage my team to go to convention. I'm like, we need to be in there deep. We need to be in there strong. We need to support each other. How many of us are going to show up? I'm like counting heads, like, okay, I need to see you there, like right now. Get your ticket.
I love it. You guys gonna be rolling deep at convention and on that cruise.
We are, yes.
I love it. Do you have any final thoughts that you want to share with the listeners tonight?
I just want to say that, like I said, I've been in a lot of network marketing companies, and none of them have ever struck me on a personal level as deep as Younique has. You always want to find your why. Like, why did I join a company? And your why I always say your why has to make you cry. With Younique, when you hear Derek's story, when you hear Melanie talk, when you hear the mission of Younique and why we're in the business of what we do, it's absolutely amazing. The Younique Foundation moves me every single time. Like, I donate to the Younique Foundation anytime I get an order, anytime someone orders from my website. I absolutely love that. Like, what other company have you ever been in that you can actually donate to a cause to help sexually abused women and children? And that's near and dear to my heart. Like, I was so impressed with that they do that. Every time I log out of my, buy something, I can donate. And, you see big companies doing that. When you go to Kroger at the store, they'll say, oh, do you want to donate to St. Jude's? And we do the same thing. And it's on a Younique Foundation level. And I absolutely love that. And those are the type of things that I want a company that I am in to stand for. Because you don't want to be in some type of company and they have like all kind of things going on and you're like, oh my gosh, like, is this ethical? Is it, moral? Like, is this right? This doesn't sound right. So I have been in some companies where it was like a whole lot of stuff going on. I was like, whoa, like, so I'm really impressed with Younique and how everything is. And like I said, we're just here to make women feel beautiful. And I absolutely love that.
What are you doing for personal development right now?
Personal development right now, I am reading Jennifer, I think it's Cipro. You Are a Badass. So it sounds kind of bad, but that's the name of the book. But it's actually a really good book, and it tells you, it helps you with your motivation, with your self-esteem, how you look at yourself. And for you to know that you have it inside of yourself to like do this. So that's the bad part, the BAD, that part of the book, to let you know like, hey, I can do this. I got it in me. Like, you're unstoppable. So that's the book that I'm reading right now. And of course, I always, I tell everyone this, I listen to Eric Thomas every Monday, TGIM, thank God it's Monday. I listen to his audios all the time, and his amazing story of how he, lived. He was homeless, so he went from homeless to being a motivational speaker, and I listen to him quite a bit because that helps me to keep going, to know, like, this is something that you can achieve.
I love it. All right, you guys have heard from the amazing, spectacular Crystal. If you are thinking about joining the Unique Business and someone has sent you this video to watch, I promise you are joining a team of dynamite. Just click the join button. I don't care who just sent it to you. Click the join, get under her leadership, because that's what it takes for you to get to the top. This has been Soul Sisters Tips from the Top. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I've had such a blast talking to you tonight, Crystal.
Your light shines. Absolutely love you. Like, you are always so helpful and so wonderful. Like, I love that you're my sister. And see, that's why I said that support, right? We love on each other.
Right. I mean, we're not even on the same team and we're doing this. Like, that's the whole thing it's all about.
But when I see you anywhere, I'm like, Kanisha, my little sister.
That's right. Every time. Thank you guys so much for joining in.
Thank you.
Have a good night, you guys.
All right. Bye. Thanks so much. See you later. I'll see you at convention on a cruise.
I love it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.